I somehow stumbled across a Netflix commercial for the Meghan Markle show. I don't know what mistakes I made over my little Christmas break here that led me. I don't know what errors have gone on in advertising that allowed Netflix to serve me this commercial. But this is the new show that Netflix is promoting with the American actress who became a duchess, who tried to destroy the royal family, which then booted them out of England, who seems to be detested by just about everyone in public. This is the show that they've made with her.
The show's premise, at least from what we see in the trailer, is about taking ordinary moments and making them extraordinary. Sounds fine in theory, right? But here's the thing. It feels so contrived. As Meghan narrates her love for small acts of kindness and connecting with others, the visuals depict a perfectly curated lifestyle. From baking pies to crafting, it's almost like a checklist of Pinterest trends brought to life. But let's pause for a moment. Does anyone truly buy this narrative? I mean, this is someone who, according to multiple reports, has had strained relationships with both her own family and her in-laws. One might say it's ironic to preach about joy and connection when personal bridges have been burned so publicly.
I'm not exaggerating, I'm not just saying this for rhetorical effect. I am physically nauseated watching that clip. That is like a parody of what that show should be. I had to get it totally wrong to get it totally right. I just love, really one of my favorite things is doing small, wonderful acts of charity and kindness for people to let them know I'm thinking of them. You know, I love... What? You love Meghan. Someone pointed out on Twitter, I forget who it was, the woman who destroyed her in-laws' family, whose own family doesn't like her, whose the in-laws obviously don't like her, the public doesn't like her. She seems to be one of the more vindictive, sort of nasty figures in public life. What's the title of her show? Love Meghan. For what? To watch? Who wants to watch Meghan Markle bake a pie? Even in the commercial, what's really wrong with this is all the little clips of her seem to attempt to show some reticence or some kind of meekness. They want her to appear demure and modest, and so she, has a modest little giggle or something. But the act of making a TV show about herself is not modest. It's not demure. She's not reluctant to speak. She really wants attention. And so this is the problem. This is really her biggest PR problem that she thinks she can hire consultants to solve or hire Netflix to solve, but it's not going to work.
This brings me to the bigger question. What is the endgame here? Markle, who transitioned from actress to duchess, and now to Netflix content creator, seems to be constantly reinventing herself. But instead of inspiring admiration, these reinventions often feel disingenuous. People see through the glossy facade when there's a glaring inconsistency between the image presented and the actions behind the scenes. Think about it. Her public fallout with the royal family wasn't just tabloid fodder. It was a global spectacle. Many saw it as her attempting to dismantle a centuries-old institution while simultaneously capitalizing on its prestige. And now we are expected to view her as a warm, relatable figure? Forgive me if I'm not sold. From a conservative perspective, this whole spectacle underscores a broader cultural issue, the obsession with optics over substance. In today's world, it's easy to slap a filter on reality, curate an image, and call it authenticity. But that's not how real connections are made. True leadership and influence come from character, consistency, and accountability. Not from perfectly staged photo ops or poetic monologues about the pursuit of joy.
She was a pretend princess. She was an actress. Actresses are people who play princesses on TV. She then became a real princess. But she didn't like being a real princess because pretend princesses and real princesses might look the same. They might wear the same costumes, but their lives are totally antithetical one to another. To be a real princess is to focus your life on the service of others, is to be elegant and to comport yourself with dignity and to restrain your individual desires and to deny your autonomy and to just and to be a public figure serving the public without any particular care for yourself. To be a pretend princess, to be an actress, is to totally indulge your selfish desires and do whatever you want and be glamorous and live for the tabloids and beg for people's attention. They're totally antithetical. But now she's stuck because she was an actress who became a real princess, who wants to be an actress again, but has to continue to pretend to be a real princess. The job of a royal is in many ways to be boring. The job of an actress is to get eyeballs. You can't do both at once, and she's trying to split the baby. She's a classic example of the modern woman, which is she wants to have it all. You can't have it all.
What makes this even more frustrating is how media giants like Netflix give such figures a platform. This isn't just a harmless baking show. It's part of a larger narrative being pushed. Meghan Markle, the Duchess turned guru, isn't just selling wellness tips. She's selling herself as a brand, despite the glaring contradictions.
You can have a wonderful, glorious life. You can have all virtue. You can have all sorts of things together. But you can't have opposites at the same time. You can't, to use the clearest example, devote your whole life to a career and devote your whole life to your family. It's not going to work. You have to pick one or try to find some balance that you'll probably find unsatisfying. You can't. Aristotle, once again vindicated, the law of non-contradiction, totally vindicated. You can't simultaneously be things that are opposites. The show is so awful looking. I almost want to watch it, but not quite.
In the end, what we are seeing with Meghan Markle's Netflix show is a microcosm of a larger cultural phenomenon, a preference for curated personas over genuine substance. While the trailer for With Love, Meghan is wrapped in feel-good sentiments about connection, kindness, and joy, it ultimately rings hollow when juxtaposed with her public image and controversies. As conservatives, we value authenticity, personal responsibility, and consistency. A platform like Netflix could be used to showcase individuals who embody these principles, people who lead by example rather than through glossy narratives. Instead, we are presented with yet another attempt to turn controversy into currency. Ultimately, the question isn't whether the show will resonate with its target audience. It probably will, in some circles. The real question is whether we, as a society, should continue to elevate figures who seem more interested in brand building than in fostering real change or connection. So, no, I won't be tuning in to watch Meghan bake a pie. But I will be here, continuing to highlight the importance of substance over style, values over vanity, and truth over theatrics. Thank you for watching, and as always, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Let's keep the conversation going.